What's going on everyone? How you guys doing today? Welcome back to another YouTube video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Recluse. Because recently, I actually got a pretty amazing roll that's quickly becoming one of my favorite ones. So I just kind of wanted to share with you guys, tell you why I like it, and the build that I have been using it with, in case you guys want to give it a try too. So here it is. This is the Recluse. So I actually got double lucky. I ended up getting this thing in the shiny version, which actually made me really happy. But these are the perks that we have. We have Frenzy and Repulsor Brace. And I know you guys might be thinking, Frenzy? Isn't that just like a 15% damage increase? Why would you pick Frenzy over something like Surrounded, which gives you a higher damage increase? Well, I like Frenzy not only because of the damage buff, but also because of that reload and handling buff. The handling buff and the reload feels super good on the Recluse. So once we get it going and we proc that Frenzy, we constantly have that extra damage, and we're just dumping our magazine to ads, reloading super fast, dumping the magazine again. It's amazing with places like Onslaught, which is pretty much like the only place I really been using it. Not because I don't want to use it anywhere else, but also because that's the only place I've been playing. I pretty much have been getting on, playing Onslaught, getting off, and get back on, play some more Onslaught. But yeah, even though that Frenzy takes a little bit to get going, you know, because you have to be in combat for those 12 seconds, I still think that it's a really fantastic perk, especially on something like the Recluse. On the other perk, Repulsor Brace, whenever we kill an enemy with a Void debuff on them, we get an Overshield. And this is amazing because Overshields are OP in PvE. Not only do you get that extra health with the Overshield, but you also get extra damage resistance, because in PvE, Overshields have damage resistance to them. The Overshield itself lasts for 8 seconds, which is not a lot of time, but you can just refresh it and get a new one. So, you know, it doesn't really come too much into play, especially with the build that we're using this thing with. And that build that I just keep referring to is the Falcon Void Hunter build. This Recluse right here was pretty much made for the Falcon. So this is what the Falcon does, in case you guys don't know. Your Void weapons gain volatile rounds after you emerge from being invisible. Whenever you are invisible and defeat a combatant while using a finisher, all your weapons gain bonus damage, and your nearby allies gain a reserve overshield. And you can use this reserve overshield whenever you use your class ability. The reserve overshield is nice, especially since you can give it to your teammates, but that's not really the reason we're using the Falcon. We're using it for those volatile rounds coming out of invisibility. With the right build, which is the one we're using today, you can pretty much have volatile rounds up 100% of the time. And that is what makes the Recluse just feel so good. Because the Recluse, being an SMG, might struggle a bit with ad clear, but that's where the volatile rounds come in. The volatile rounds are single target damage, and most importantly, their AoE damage. Whenever you kill somebody affected by volatile rounds, they explode in void energy, damaging things around it, and spreading that volatile to nearby enemies so you can do it again. So whenever there's a bunch of ads and you shoot them with the volatile rounds, you're just going to see a bunch of void explosions all over the place. So because of those volatile rounds, we're always proccing our Repulsor Brace, so we're always getting those overshields. And since we're always in combat, we always have that Frenzy up, dealing that extra damage, and also giving us that super fast reload speed. Not gonna lie, at first, I wasn't really impressed with the Recluse in PvE. It just didn't feel that great to me. I used different roles, and nothing really felt that amazing. But this, plus the volatile rounds, man, it really makes me think of the old Recluse. Just being able to just destroy so many things, it's amazing. So I definitely would recommend this Recluse, especially if you play on Hunter, to try it with the volatile rounds. It's amazing. You have to try it at least once to really see what it can do. I would definitely say that you also should pair this up with like a recombination mountaintop, and the reason behind that is that we're most of the time just kind of using our primary weapon. We're using a Recluse, so we're getting a bunch of kills with it. So if you have a recombination weapon, you're building up the recommendation on that weapon really quickly, and whenever you run into something that you can't deal with the SMG, you switch to it and just blow it away with that recombination shot. So that's pretty much what I've been doing. That's pretty much what's been happening, like the gameplay in the background. It was me using the Recluse plus a mountaintop with recombination. Mountaintop would definitely be my pick for like a recombination weapon, but there's some other ones. There's some shotguns, some snipers that you can also use. If you guys have a Recluse with a roll like this one, I'll make sure to leave in the comments below a dim link so you guys can try it out if you guys want to. I've used it in both normal and legend, and it does pretty well. As you get higher and higher in legend, it takes a couple more shots to kill, but not too many where it becomes like unusable. It's still fantastic all the way to the end. Well, that's pretty much everything. That's all I wanted to say about the Recluse, and that I fallen in love with it once again. What do you guys think about the Recluse so far? All this time that we got in to play with it. Are you using it? Are you not using it? Do you just kind of like move on from it? Just let me know that in the comments below. Anyways, appreciate everyone stopping by today. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel in case you guys haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.